Hi, it's Equinox. Do you know, I really like the equinoxes. I think I like the equinoxes better than the solstices, if that's the plural. I really like the equinox. Equinox feels more like the sort of the change from yin to yang and from the seasons and the growth of the seasons and the changes and making changes. And I like the autumn equinox. Do you know, I like all of them, these sort of extremes as we move into the seasons and the five phases. I really like those landmarks that we land at and the big significant shifts. You probably know all about, wood element and equinox and everything, so I don't need to tell you what it is. But for me, it just feels very much, and same with the autumn equinox, it feels like that time when you can create new opportunities. And in the five elements, the wood element is very much about the new start and the rebirth and the seeds that start to pop through with the buds and the buds on the trees. And you know that, you can see that in nature, so I don't have to tell you that that's what's going on, because you can see it. But we are a complete reflection of that. So we are putting our roots in the soil and popping our heads through from the winter and having conserved all the energy to grow. And now we're growing, and now it's time to put into play any expansive ideas, development, personal, business, home, moving, whatever it is, change and uplifting and outward energy, and moving away from any sort of frustrations and any concerns. So I really like the spring because it's also lighter and it gets warmer. And like I said, I don't need to educate you on this. You probably know all of this. But when we get to solstice, it's like full summer, full power, full yang, big celebration. And in the winter, it's like, yeah, we're already in winter. We know that. And it's like a sort of solstice, like, ooh, it goes even more wintry. But these equinoxes, the equal distance between the summer and the winter and the solstices, this sort of equidistance, these equinoxes, but they signify for me a lot of change and growth and expansion. Similarly, with the autumn equinox, it's time to sort of, even if you're wearing your shorts, you put a little cardi on, or you start to sort of put your boots on a little bit, and put your boots on but no coat. And those little transitions, like today, I feel like I could actually go for a walk without my coat on. It's quite mild outside, so I like those nature, like all the reflection in nature within ourselves and our own lives. I like that feeling of the change within ourselves and our own lives in these equinox phases. So yeah, I just wanted to jump on and a little catch up. I'm doing more treatments. I'm doing my acupuncture. I am embarking on a whole expansion of my acupuncture shortly in London, which I'm super excited. I'll tell you more about that when I'm there, but I'm just in the midst of joining that. My hypnotherapy is going really well. I've got another 4 months of that, and then I need to do all my work and my case studies and everything, but that's going really well. Loving that. And I think that the hypnotherapy and the acupuncture will join forces, and things are really going to open up for me in my practice. I still am going to be teaching. I still am teaching, and I'm going to be teaching. But I think that there's going to be a shift of balance and equinox. There's going to be an equal amount of treatments to training, and let's see how that goes. Very excited about the potential of being able to do more acupuncture and hypnosis treatments for you and for my clients here. So I'm really excited about that. I think that's, there's nothing else to really share. I sort of have a keen interest in Bath as a city. There's a potential move to Bath. It's in the conversation. There's so many things that are in the conversation at the moment as I move into my mastery, my next decades. I'm 56 now, and I feel as I'm moving into my Saturn return over the next 2 years, there's going to be quite a lot of shift within what my service and offerings are to encompass and embody everything that I know. There's a song by Lamb called Gorecki, and one of the there's a line in that that goes, "All I've done and all I know, all I've known is leading to this." And I kind of feel, it's a great tune, that it's called Gorecki by Lamb. It's amazing, and I do feel that all I've done and all I've known is leading to this mastery. After my transplant, my inquiry is, who am I after transplant, and what is my mastery after transplant, and how can I be best of service to myself and others in the gift of my experience. And I just think it's this. I think that treating people with this Taoist, it's called Taoist acupuncture and hypnosis, with everything else that I do, and also looking after your skin and your face and your skincare. You know, we wear our face every day. You know, we don't save it for best. We wear our face every day, and I can help you naturally. I've selected beautiful skincare by Bramley, and I do acupuncture on the face, which is just such a natural boost of radiance, chi, and encourages cellular rejuvenation, collagen, elastin, and all the fabulous chi in the face to give that radiant glow, including my sculpting facial experience. So yeah, there's that I'm really working towards and focusing on, and who knows? Let's see what happens. But I'm feeling good. I'm still in menopause. I'm not on HRT. I can't take herbs and supplements, so it's all about mindset and all about, you know, just a macrobiotic lifestyle. I'm not completely macrobiotic in my diet, because actually too many pulses makes me very bloated and very uncomfortable. So I actually have a lot more protein in my diet, like organic protein, animal protein, organic. So I find that very helpful for me. I'm also an O blood type, and after kidney transplant, it's encouraged that you do have protein, but not too much, because that can be too strong on the urea that goes into the bloodstream. I've been looking at gene keys, really enjoying reading about gene keys, and Taoist acupuncture, facial acupuncture. And there's my passion right there, all those 3 little units of mastery for me. So I'm going to leave it there. I just wanted to catch up and say hello. I feel like I haven't said hi for ages. I did post a little bit about Kundalini, and I posted a little bit about, what was the other thing I posted about? I can't remember. Kundalini and something else. Was it acupuncture? Can't remember. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'd like to do so. I'll tell you what I do have is some wooden gua sha. How about that? I've got some wooden gua sha, this piece in particular from Taiwan. I'm collaborating with Joy Wellness. Joy Yoga Wellness. I'm collaborating. I'm teaching anatomy and physiology on Joy's teacher training, yoga teacher training. And she also gifted me a wooden piece of gua sha from Taiwan. I've already sourced that piece, which I think I got that from Amazon. But this has a sort of very superior quality. I really like it. I like the wooden feeling of the wood. It has a warmer frequency than the crystal. I absolutely love this. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to get some of these from Joy, from Taiwan, and then I can bring these to you. Do you know, my very first, I must dig them out actually, because my very first gua sha tools are wood. One's beech and one's redwood. One of them came through the post box, and Teacher in his puppy days got hold of it when I was out and bit it. I haven't even opened it, and it had Teacher's, bless him, teeth marks in it. And so yeah, the wood is just a lovely frequency. But yeah, the wood was one of the first pieces of, in fact, I think it was the very first gua sha I had. So I love my crystals, no doubt about it. There's one right here. I have them everywhere. Love the crystal. Love the crystal. But how about a bit of wood? So there we go. So much love, and this is good for the body. I feel that, you know, this is going to be good for working on the body. Oh yeah, it really is. Oh, I'll take that with me. I'm going on some training in April for musculoskeletal work with a bit of gua sha. I shall take this tool with me. I shall take a little selection with me. Okay, so much love. Hope you're well. Enjoy beautiful spring. Enjoy everything. I think tomorrow as well is quite an interesting day. I think there's a real astrological shift going on at the moment, and paradigm shift at the moment. So immerse yourself in those changes and allow everything just to be. And yeah, I'm going to go. Love you loads. Bye-bye.